A deadly shooting outside a humanitarian event in Washington, D.C., has left 2 Israeli embassy employees dead and reignited debate over rising anti-Semitism in the United States. The victims, Yaron Lashinsky and Sarah Milgram, were shot outside the Capitol Jewish Museum around the 21st hour Wednesday evening on the 21st of May 2025, following a humanitarian aid event focused on relief in the Middle East. According to authorities, the couple had just exited the event when 31-year-old Elias Rodriguez, a resident of Chicago, allegedly opened fire. Prior to the attack, witnesses say Rodriguez was seen pacing outside the venue. Moments later, he entered the museum shouting, quote, "Free, free Palestine," before being detained by security. The Israeli ambassador to the U.S., Yashiel Leiter, confirmed that Lashinsky had planned to propose next week in Jerusalem, calling the killing, quote, "devastating beyond words." President Trump condemned the attack as, quote, "obviously based on anti-Semitism," adding, quote, "this must end now." U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro is leading the federal prosecution, with charges expected to include federal hate crimes and terrorism-related offenses. The FBI and Metropolitan Police are assisting in the investigation. The shooting comes amid heightened global tensions linked to the Israel-Hamas conflict and growing concerns over a surge in anti-Semitic threats and incidents across the U.S. Media reactions reflect deepening divides over language and accountability. Left-leaning outlets have labeled the event a, quote, "horrific anti-Semitic shooting," and connected it to the broader humanitarian toll of the conflict, often emphasizing civilian suffering in Gaza. Right-leaning sources describe it a, quote, "suspected terrorist attack," driven by, quote, "anti-Israel propaganda" and, quote, "depraved political incitement," drawing direct lines between public rhetoric and violent outcomes. The core divide centers on causation, while left reporting frames the violence as a part of a broader social pattern of hate. Right-leaning commentary links it more explicitly to political discourse and international criticism of Israel. Still, across the ideological spectrum, there is a unanimous condemnation of anti-Semitism, grief for the victims, and a shared call for justice. As the investigation continues and charges proceed, officials and communities alike are calling for heightened vigilance, national unity, and a reaffirmation of values in the face of growing polarization.